She lasted longer than Ricky Lake.
You know, whatchamacallit never, okay, I'm live on everything now.
Is everything on?
Yes.
Good, because it's time to go live. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a Diva Disturb because I like this.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss Sophia the Diva, and you are here for another episode, another night on A Diva Disturb on BFAM 109.6. Hey! If you want to be part of the conversation, you can call in, sugars, and you can call in at 678-383-4378, and my producer will patch you on through. The question of the night tonight is, can you forgive the murderer of your loved one? This question, of course, stems from the behavior that we saw that is not normal behavior for someone who bodied your loved one and now is a convicted felon. We as Christians, there are just some things we need to learn and how to, but the judge was out of line. As a working professional, that was out of line. And we're going to get into what some people in Wisconsin are alleging a bar complaint against this particular woman for what she has done. Also, congratulations are in order. The man who gives me inspiration, the man that some of you love and some of y'all hate because y'all think that his work is not that great. But I love me some Mr. Tyler Perry. He keeps Black people working all day, every day, honey. He took over a Confederate, Army base, honey. All them ghosts are mad down there, honey. Everybody was there. I don't know where my invite was. Did y'all see those fancy invites? They came with an iPad and a message from him. It was so dope. Mr. Tyler Perry, we are so proud of you. You've made us proud. Your mama is smiling down on heaven from you. And also a bonus about this that I really, really appreciate about him is that there will be a compound on these studios for LGBTQ plus twins and other displaced youth as well. As you know, Tyler Perry came from very humble beginnings. There was a point when, he was living in his car and his play had to work or it was going to be the end of it all for him. But he stayed diligent. And now I'm reminded of staying diligent now my own damn self. Sometimes I just give up on myself. But you know what? Thank you, Mr. Tyler Perry. He also said, work like you broke. And I am broke and I'm working and I don't understand what's going on here. Okay. All right. I am crazy. Let's see what else is going on. Tonight's studio guest, we will have Nisha, the actress. She is actually already in studio, but we're going to bring her in at the top of the hour at 10 p.m. And you will get to hear all about the wonderful things that she has going on. Like I said, us creatives, we got to have multiple streams of income. In addition to being an actress, she's also a purveyor of fine hairstyles. Okay? So what happened to the diva this week or what's disturbing me this past week? So I guest co-hosted on Keon Morgan. He was a guest here last week's podcast. So you think you're ready for Black Love. We had a wonderful discussion about that. That is now also on my YouTube channel if you want to check that discussion out. We had a great time, great discussion talking about what is it that women want. And, what is it also that men want as well? So I really thank you and Angel for having me on the show, Keon. Thank you. Also, as you know, as women, when we are going through our time of the month, we get cravings, y'all. Now, some of y'all be looking at me sideways when I be sharing my thoughts about this. So I just want to let y'all know, ladies, y'all are not alone. Diva found herself in the Popeyes drive-thru initially because I like Popeyes popcorn shrimp. These mofos, the one on Wendy Hill, talking about, we ain't taking cards tonight. Are you serious right now? First, y'all run out of sandwiches. Now, y'all can't even take cards. You need cash only. Who carries cash these days? Okay. Except for I keep like a couple of dollars for tip for the valet boys every now and then. But either way, so then I said, you know what? I kind of have been craving a Big Mac. So I went to McDonald's, the one on Cumberland, And what is that? Spring. Y'all don't go to that McDonald's. Don't go to that McDonald's. So I remember, hey Shelly, I remember I went to that McDonald's before. This is the spot that told me that they didn't have the new barbecue glazed chicken tenders because they were frozen. Well, why the hell is your sign light still on? Maybe y'all trying to close already, but I came by for some chicken tenders. This time what happened is that I get through the drive-thru, I order a Big Mac meal. I know I shouldn't be eating that, but whatever. My body said it wanted it, and I always give it what it wants because it's a monster during that time of the month. Okay. So, hey, Breland. And so then what happened is I get home, or I start eating the fries. The fries tasted like they had been recooked from the day before. Okay, like they had gotten cold and they decided to throw them back in the grease. And I ordered a Coke. They gave me that poisonous Diet Coke. I know a lot of y'all like to consume Diet Coke, but that shit gonna kill you too. So you might as well just pick one or two. I know diabetics use it, but I was just find an alternative. But either way, it was nasty. And Cumberland and Spring McDonald's, I'm disappointed in you. Okay. Also, don't forget, topic of the night is, could you forgive an individual who murdered your loved one in cold blood? This stems, of course, from the Amber Geiger subject matter. Also, I was honored and privileged to meet this fabulous woman. This is in memoriam now. Let us not forget Diane Carroll. She was style, she was grace, she was Julia. She was the first Black woman to lead her own show during primetime hours. We also remember her in Claudine with James Earl Jones. And the sad part about it is the system is still just as screwed up as it is with them being on welfare. So she passed away last week. What a way to start a weekend. And I did have the honor and privilege of meeting her one night. Those of you who see me on social media, I had to post my Diane Carroll. She was so nice. I said, Mrs. Carroll, I said, please let me get a picture with you guys. I just love you. But we all love her as Whitley Gilbert's mother. Remember at the funeral, she stood up with Dwayne show. She said, just die. Just die. That was classic. Oh my God, I loved it. And when she was Dominique Devereux on Dynasty, and she told them people that she didn't order no junior suite, okay, because she don't sleep with her clothes. They need to be in their own room, okay. I said, go ahead, yes, because she said she wanted to be the first Black bitch on TV. And what was his name? Aaron Spelling made it happen for her, okay. So rest in peace, Miss Diane Carroll. In addition, we also want to say we want to send our prayers and thoughts out to the family of Barry Smith and Tamika Lee. If you all do not watch Southern Charm New Orleans, this may not mean much to you, but it means something to me because in my head, Tamika Lee is my best friend. And for the first season, she kind of was, because she was giving me inside details on stuff that was going on in the show. But Barry and Tamika and your family, I'm praying for you. Barry lost his mom on the 24th. They did not disclose if she was sick or if this was a sudden death, but they had her funeral or memorial over this past weekend. So prayers up for them. As you know, Barry was raised by his mom. Him and his brother were raised by his mom only. She was a single mom, and Barry often talked about his mom. In addition, we also want to say rest in peace to Joshua Brown, a brave young man who was gunned down not too far from his apartment, who also testified in the Botham Jean case. This case is this particular matter is still being investigated by the DPD. I'm not hopeful, y'all. They already have started alleging that he was part of a drug bust or a drug deal that went wrong. There is no evidence of him being a drug dealer. I also brought up the fact that I feel like if Joshua Brown was in the streets in some matter or was a known drug dealer, I would think that the defendant's attorney would have done some sort of due diligence, because, you can hire a private PI to do deep digging. It don't just have to be on your record to discredit him as a witness. I feel like, for some reason, this case, Botham Jean, really shook the Dallas Police Department. But my thing is, old girl wasn't even on duty when she went in there and murdered the man while he was smoking some weed and having some ice cream, okay? And that's the other thing about that. Why was it so important for y'all to say that he was smoking weed? Hell, who don't smoke weed damn near these days, if you really think about it, legal or otherwise? I'm just saying, think about it. So rest in peace to Joshua Brown. The mother of his son is having a really hard time with this, so pray for them. He was shot in the head, the mouth, and I think he took a hit to the body. So he was shot 3 times. They're claiming that some men drove from Louisiana now to Texas to get some weed from him. Texas don't even have legalized weed. Do y'all know how good the weed is on the West Coast and in DC and in, okay, I'm just saying. Y'all think about that. Think about that. So according to The Root, a Wisconsin group has filed a complaint against Geyer's judge for spreading the gospel of white Jesus. Okay, amen. A Wisconsin group that seeks to ensure the separation of church and state has filed a complaint against murderer-embracing judge for transforming into Reverend Save-A-Ho and sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ with a former police officer who loved herself that she crucified an unarmed man in his own apartment so that he could perish and she would have everlasting life. I love whoever wrote this. So Judge Kemp, I'm sorry, honey. I think you violated some of the canons in professional code of conduct. You were out of order, out of line, and it also makes me wonder, even though she was ultimately convicted of a felony, maybe there was a little bias on your part in making your rulings in different objections and filings. So food for thought. Might not want to do that next time. But anywho, we're about to take a quick commercial break so we can pay some bills around here. I am Miss Sophia the Diva. You are listening to A Diva Disturbed here on BFAM 109.6. We'll be back after these messages.
Go ahead, Billy. Hit a note.
If y'all did not know, I did not know that. I just came upon that song. That was Billy Porter. Y'all know him as Pray Tell on Pose. I didn't know he had vocals like that. I mean, I know he came from Broadway and that type of thing, but damn, he can sing. I need to get that album if he got an album like that.
Does not have an album to sing.
Okay, well, either way, he better do that. Okay, he better just go. Okay. Let's see, what else I need to play that. That is genius.
I'll be freaking crazy down here tomorrow.
Well, I'm glad
90,000 people.
I'm glad I ain't got nothing to do tomorrow down here.
54,000 seats. We got 90,000 people.
Are they going to do like a big jumbotron out there too? I know
I went Thursday, and there's 54,000 seats, and they had 73,000 people there. And they had 80,000 on Friday. And they predicted 90,000 for Wednesday.
Well, I guess people be posted up in the different businesses.
They're going to be in here. It's a place to be.
I wonder what they're going to do, because, you know, out there, I just thought about something. We talk about building these multi-million-dollar stadiums. I wonder what they're going to do, because Cowboy Stadium is in the middle of nowhere.
It just got built there. You just built that.
It's just in the middle of nowhere. I'm just like...
They sell out every time. Nobody not selling out in football. Even the second teams. The Redskins sold out, and they're all for it.
We were laughing today on social media about, well, not today, but in general, how people always want to talk about the Cowboys and the Raiders. Win or lose, they talk about us like they just drag us. And I'm just like, why y'all mad? I mean, you know, win or lose, we still that team. We still them boys. Now, I don't know about the Raiders. Are you a Raiders fan? My former pastor in California, he used to always tell people when they would come to church, he told me, I'm going to be your pastor. You know, I love tacos and my favorite team is the Raiders. If you don't have a team, you should also like the Raiders.
I'm the pulpit too.
I was like, no, stop telling people that.
I think the preacher is saying that you should be a Raiders fan is oxymoron.
He loves the Raiders, but he's California born and bred, so I can understand, because you know you see the LA Raiders before they move. Oh, okay. I don't know because I don't know too much about it. All right. Hey, yeah, I like that. I like it. This is one of my favorite songs by En Vogue. It makes me want to drink wine out of a can. No true. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your girl, Miss Sophia the Diva. We're back here on BFAM 109.6 with my fabulous show, A Diva Disturbed. If you want to call in, you call in at 678-383-4378. Diva, love to hear from you because the question of the night stems from the Amber Geiger case. Can you forgive your murderer of your loved one? Now, as a Christian, and I know Buddhism teaches this and a lot of other religions, we should forgive our enemy. But I don't think that me rolling up on her and hugging her, if I forgive her in my heart, that should be enough for me to take away the poisonous cup of hatred that I actually feel for her. But you know what? Some of y'all just be out here. I mean, y'all were dragging the man. I'm like, that's just what he wanted to do. Even Jesus forgave Judas. So I said, hey, anyone who do it, but I couldn't. Right now, the wound is too fresh. Yes, she got prosecuted. I still don't understand why the judge offered her a scripture in the Bible talking about start here. I said, you know what? I can't. I just can't. But I tell you what else I can't believe. This woman is genius, everybody. According to Unilad, a woman caught moving meth by wearing bags as hair bows. Isn't that genius? And she knew she was genius, too. Y'all should see these mugshots, okay? Last month, police officer Kenneth Looney spotted a Dodge Neon. Lord, she was driving a Neon. Driving through town with an expired registration after initially failing to stop, the 38-year-old driver, Jessica Bernice Crop, eventually pulled over when Officer Looney asked for her license. She informed him it was expired. Crop then told the officer she did not have insurance. Oh, she was just riding dirty, y'all. So after making a few more inquiries, Looney discovered Crop had 5 valid warrants out for her arrest, along with 4 failures to appear warrants and 1 failure to pay fines. This just keeps getting more interesting. Looney went to place Crop under her, asking her to step out of the car. It was then he noticed strange-looking bows in her hair. Child, I done heard it all. He said strange-looking bows. He said, as I was detaining her, I observed what appeared to be a bow in her hair. The bow appeared to be a small Ziploc bag containing a white crystal-like substance of suspected methamphetamine. The baggie had a rubber band around the middle and given it a bow shape and was attached to a bobby pin. I said, are you serious? She said, what? I said, you have a bow in your hair made from a bag of meth. She said, expletive deleted. I didn't know. I guess she probably said, fuck or shit. I didn't know that was there. Someone else put that there and I didn't know it was there. Baby, that's genius. At least she didn't have to put a bag, she didn't have to swallow a bag and poop it out later on. I think that's a genius way to transport your drugs, quite frankly. I mean, who says that necessity is not the mother of invention, okay? Speaking of sucky ass criminals, this mom was charged for twirling baby, blowing smoke in her face. On Facebook Live, I don't understand what's wrong with these young people today. Tabrisha Sexton, a Tennessee mom, age 24, was charged with child abuse after police busted the mom at her Chattanooga home on Sunday after several people reported the shocking clip to authorities. Let me tell you what this heifer bitch said. She said, I didn't want the fucking baby anyway. Well, bitch, what did you do to keep from having the baby? You knew damn well having sex was going to cause you to have a baby. Why didn't you get on birth control? Why didn't he use the condom? Why didn't you get a shot? How about this? How about you just abstain from having sex, okay? Or better yet, if you went on and had the baby, why didn't you just give the baby up for adoption? Or did you just want the county check? This shit makes no fucking sense to me. I hope this baby ends up in a better position in life than with you, Tabrisha. Kids like this, y'all just okay. Let me stop. But she's being held on $100,000 bond. One of my friends so stupid. She commented and said, "I'm trying to figure out how this man handled it." She do look strong in the face, y'all. She's strong in the face. But one of my most beloved actors, Robert De Niro. Y'all know I love me some Bobby D, honey. Yes, honey. If you want to, okay, let me stop because you know he's old, but he's still sexy. You know, I still live. You know, come on, Robert De Niro. Anyway, some white woman is accusing Robert De Niro of engaging in, she says that he is a chauvinist pig who subjected her to unwanted touching, sexist behavior, and lewd jokes about his Viagra prescription. The woman charges in a new suit. Let me tell you why I don't believe this shit at all. Because everybody who knows Robert De Niro knows he likes mocha lattes, not white chocolate mocha. Okay? Let's be real about that. Okay? In the beginning, he did, but then once he went black, he couldn't go back, baby. Okay, him and George Lucas, they already know what time it is. Okay, in the chocolate sea of love. Okay, girl, if you don't leave De Niro alone and Angry Wig, if you don't stop sending folk to try to set Robert De Niro up, because I know it's your ass to send her, because your ass out here right now talking crazy right now, talking about China should investigate the violence. How about they investigate your criminal ass? And you know what else he said? He can't be charged for his crimes while he's a sitting president. Oh, so you admit you're a criminal. Okay. We understand that now. Okay, you know, when we gonna see them taxes? Anyway, girlfriend, you might as well go ahead and just take an L on this. I don't believe none of this shit. I ain't never heard tell nobody else say Robert De Niro was wrong and inappropriate, and he is old, so maybe there's a little similitude. You know, old men turn into dirty old men when their minds start to go. I'm just saying. Anyway, speaking of which, one of my favorite comedians, I never got to work with her the whole time I was in LA, but I did get to see her a few times. Some of y'all say she's funny, some of y'all, but this shit is not funny, Tiffany. Tiffany, come on now, girl. Nobody wants your coochie receipts, especially if it has to do with cheating. You know, don't nobody care. I don't see why you had to pull out receipts and tell people what hotel and you used to mess with his brother and him. I'm done. I don't have anything else to say about it. It's just terrible. Meanwhile, down there at the Fox Studios, Empire's ratings are dropping to the lowest with under 3 million viewers. Is anybody surprised? Not really. I gave up after the second season. I never got back. I heard they brought in a lot of heavy hitters, but it's just kind of like Scandal. I gave up on Scandal at one point. It just got really stupid, and I stopped watching. Oh, Lord help. Either way. Also, for all you Bed Bath & Beyond shoppers, I hate to tell y'all this, but 60 stores are closing, and it could be one near you. You know, public, if we had just held on to linens and things, our lives would have been much better, okay? Because we all knew Bed Bath & Beyond was just a few tiers down below Pier 1 imports, okay? They expensive as hell, and they always giving out these 20% off coupons, which who is that really helping exactly? I need at least 50% off this stuff y'all done overmarked up and overpriced. I go down to Macy's and at least get 10% off something that's already on sale. I'm just saying, y'all know that I used to work in house fairs at Macy's. I'm just letting y'all know. And if a manager comes, you get 15% off. I'm just saying. Okay, either way, we gonna be in prayer for Bed Bath & Beyond. Rest in peace to these 60 stores. It's coming back. Toys R Us, Jeffrey! Yay! My guest over here looking at me like I'm crazy. I am crazy, girl. Y'all didn't know that. I'm sorry y'all didn't know that. But I get excited because y'all know I love Jeffrey. He was my first love as far as, my mommy took me, when I first came to Dallas, my mommy took me to Toys R Us. I was so marveling at all.
Giraffe?
I love giraffes.
Jeffrey the giraffe?
Those are my spirit animals. Mm-hmm. Not my first love as in, no, I didn't molest a giraffe. That came out wrong. But either way, in January, y'all, Toys R Us will be coming back. So I was just excited. Okay, that's all. Get me so excited. But giraffes are my spirit animal. And the reason why is because when I was in junior high, as I told you, I was bullied and antagonized every day. And I used to have really bad acne. So you know what acne does? It gives you scars. And I was tall. And people used to call me giraffe sometimes. And so after that, I turned into a positive. I love giraffes. So did you all know that 50 years after the Black Power fist by Olympic stars John Carlos and Tommy Smith, they are now going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Uh, Originally, they were going to boycott the 1968 Olympics, but they chose to participate. But with the massacre in Mexico City happening 10 days before the opening of the games, the Black Gov Fist was a cry for freedom and for human rights. So, they spent many, many years being ostracized and just being shut out. But now they're getting their due. So, fight the good fight, brothers. That's what's up. Okay, also, speaking of Olympics, Simone Biles, y'all may know this story. It's a story that we're very familiar with when it comes to Black athletes in what is predominantly known as white sports. Gymnastics being one of them, and also ice skating. Simone Biles, first of all, made history at the World Championships after nailing 2 signature moves in a flawless show-stopping performance at the World Champs in Stuttgart, Germany over the weekend. The 22-year-old gymnast successfully landed 2 historic gymnastic moves, the double-double dismount on the balance beam and the triple-double on the floor. However, the international gymnastics people have decided that some of these moves that she's making are not worth full points. And also because it's dangerous for other gymnasts. All I gotta say is to the other gymnasts, y'all need to step y'all's game up. If y'all remember when I mentioned ice skating, one of my favorite ice skaters of all time, Surya Bonali out of France, one of the best skaters you ever seen. This girl was a gymnast and a professional ice skater, and she could do flips on the ice, and they penalized her too. But we got to pay some bills again. We'll be back. When we come back, we'll be back with my special guest, Nisha, the actress. She'll be in the house. This is Diva Disturb on BFAM 109.6. Let me see if there's something else I want to talk about real quick. Oh, I pretty much.
Chair swapping time.
Yeah.
You gotta get you centered, girl. Let's see. It goes up and down. If you want to go up or down, it's got side chairs. These things go up and down too, the side things. Yeah. They're pretty cool chairs. Right, let's do there. There. All right. You get sound check. You stay right where you are. Just start talking.
1, 2, 1, 2. Hello, hello.
Go.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yep. Make sure I don't get you breathing and get your voice.
Single in the city. Girl went to the screen room and someone actually did I don't know if she's really gonna turn it into a web series or not, but she has she did a promo one called Single in the City, and it's filmed here, of course, in Atlanta.
What's up, Todd, Bruce, Ed, Carla, and Joe? How y'all doing?
That's nice. It is interesting because I thought about it. I said, shoot, I could have wrote one just alone on my quest.
Might as well.
Child, oh my God. Oh, we talked about cuffing season on the podcast.
Should have sent me a link otherwise.
Cuffing season. What is cuffing season? Basically, y'all it's winter is coming. Okay, and we need to be booed up. So we'll be warm in the winter time. Yes, honey. I wonder if Keon got any applications for me and Angel. He's the HR department.
She gets it real though. She's a real girl. All right, coming to Eric Beguet.
You said Eric Beguet. I just need concentration. Hey, what's up, everybody? We are back here on the Diva Disturbed with me, your host, Miss Sophia the Diva. Okay, what's up, everybody? What's up, sugar babies? BFAM on 9.6 678-383-4378. You can join the conversation because we talking about, can you forgive your murderer? Ain't none of y'all comment. I guess y'all can, because y'all probably like a few. You were saved and sanctified and baptized. I know I am, honey, but I probably would have jumped her right there in court. I was like, can I hug her? And then when I was trying to hug, I would choke her ass. Okay. I don't mind catching a case. You don't walk up in my brother's house and shoot. Huh? We said no, because I ain't killed nobody. I just assaulted her ass, and she ain't no police officer.
Well, you got 10 years.
And she'll be out in 5. She'll be out in 5. But we not here to talk about me and my issues with our criminal justice system, which I am now more than ever deciding that I need to get my ass involved. Hell, Kim K out here freeing folk. Hell, I need to be doing the same. Okay. They only doing it because they think they're going to run for president in 2024. Don't believe. But you know what? For we know that all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. Amen. He sent Kim for somebody to get out of jail. Either way, we here with Nisha, the actress, honey, all the way from Indiana. Right. All right. Let's see. She is also a graduate of Tennessee State. What y'all know about the other TSU? Right. Okay. We got Texas Southern. We got Tennessee State. All right. Out of Nashville. She has starred in multiple stage plays and short films. I had the honor and privilege of meeting her doing, what was it, Diary of a Ready Woman, the monologues, okay? Let's see, what else? She has moved to Atlanta to conquer more time in, wait a minute. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm reading this, but I'll make it up. Wait a minute. Y'all know we improv. We know how to improv over here. Okay. So anyway, she is not only an actress, but also part of the beauty industry as well. Don't y'all just love her hair? It's all pretty and stuff, you know?
Hair's popping.
Okay. And so she now goes by Nisha the actress. You know, like I'm Sophia the Diva. She's Nisha the actress. Okay. And she's been building her resume over time. And people, let me tell y'all something. Being in Atlanta, it's a great way to build your acting resume. And then it can take you to New York or California, wherever it is you want to go. I suggest California is still cheaper than New York. But okay. So girl, how's it going?
It's good. It's good.
Okay, so tell me a little bit more about yourself as far as, you know, how did you get into acting? What made you say, you know what, I'm a major in this. I'm going for the best stuff.
I always was watching movies growing up. Like my mom had me on Dirty Dancing and Grease and all type of stuff. 16 Candles, all the classics. So I'm like, oh yeah, I just gotta know love and basketball. It's like, how does this work? How do they do all this type of graphics and how do you kill somebody, but you know they're still living after the film, the movie? So I was always intrigued, really about like 9, 10, 11 years old in that age group or whatever. And I was like, I gotta be actress. I used to want to be an actress, an ice skater, a painter, all type of things. But obviously the one that lasted was hair and acting. And I'm like, how do I go to school for it? How do I learn more about it? And in Gary, we had Westside Theater Guild, but it was either I go to the Career Center because I did hair in high school. It was a dual program.
Oh, good.
So as long as you was like basically an honor student, you could do hair or nursing or whatever, culinary arts for free. So I actually got my cosmetology education for free, and I just paid to take the test. So I was like, either that or what's that? But I really didn't have much support, so I'm like, okay, forget it. I'm gonna go do it in college. So I looked up colleges, and I started out at UNI, and I'm like, it wasn't for me. You know, it was very depressing and racist. So yeah, I wanted to go to Clark Atlanta, couldn't get in. I'm like, okay, but I knew I wanted to go to Atlanta. In 2009, we went on a church trip, and I just fell in love. I just love the South. I love the culture, and it was just different. You know, we always grew up around like a lot of violence, and it was a lot of restrictions, and I just felt like Atlanta had no restrictions. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I just got to move here. I just felt like it was for me, and I ended up going to TSU, and I love the theater. I felt like I learned so much from all my professors, and I don't know, I never knew how much I learned until I got here. And people was like, oh, you've been trained very well. And all I knew was that I loved that I wanted to do it. And I'm a nerd, kind of. So it's like, I want to get A's. I want to get B's. Like, what is a C? And then your major fields, you can't get anything less than a B. And that's how I was trained, like nothing lower than a B. You know, even B's is kind of like pushing it.
Right.
So before I knew it, I moved down here and I'm auditioning and everything. And people are like, oh, you're really good. I'm like, well, thanks. All I know is I want to do it. So that's really how I got to where I'm at right now. Like, I just wanted to do it, and I did it, and I'm doing it. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Now, did you always know that you wanted to go to an HBCU versus UNI?
I did not. I just wanted to get out the hood. Honestly, I was at that point, I'm like, I don't want to grow up here. Then in Indiana, it's like you either go to like Indiana State or IUPUI, like somewhere local. And I'm like, no, I always felt like it was something bigger. And I was just I never knew much. My day used to take us like Wisconsin, Chicago, but I never knew too much about the East Coast, West Coast, and situations like that. But in Gear, we also have a program, which is college tour, and they take students to the HBCUs or whatever. So my senior year, I ended up going. I didn't really know too much, but everybody had so much fun. Oh, we went to Park Atlanta. Oh, we went to North Carolina AT&T and stuff like that. So I ended up going, and we seen Hampton. I'm like, Hampton is a lot. I just knew I wanted to do something different. And I was looking up schools for theater. Like, I would get on my phone, and I'm like, oh, because actually I had a audition for a drama school in LA. I was so infatuated with LA. I've never been, I just want to go. But obviously, I feel like here is more, I'm more on the Tyler Perry thing. Didn't even know it. Like, I just feel like why follow a path when I can create a path? So.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah, I was so infatuated with LA. Yes, I still want to work in LA. But I started looking at HBCUs. I'm like, okay, I like this culture. I never knew anything about Greek. So I never knew anything about the campus life. I never knew anything about that because a lot of people in my family didn't go to college. So we went on the tour. I see North Carolina, AT&T, and Hampton, and it was some more. And I was just like, I got to go to one of these. And then I didn't go to Park Atlanta like I wanted to. Now I seen TSU. I didn't know nothing about TSU or Nashville. I just looked at pictures. I knew one person that lived here. I considered her sister or whatever like that. And I was like, well, she lived there, so. And I always been fearless. I'm like, help it, why not? So I ended up going. I'm like, no, this is not it. It just wasn't fulfilling. It wasn't. I was missing the culture, but it was just like something was missing. A lot was missing actually. So I'm like, all right, let's try Tennessee State. Didn't know nothing about it. Like, how you know you gonna like it? I know I'm gonna like it.
I'm gonna like it.
I know. Some just telling me I'm looking at pictures of Nashville. I'm like, yeah, I like it. I got here.
Well, Nashville is
that's nice. So I got to Nashville. I said, yeah, I'm never leaving the South. Like, I'm never leaving it. So I'm like, and I try to encourage people back home, like nieces and nephews and cousins, and like do HBCUs. Like, it'll change your life, definitely.
Yeah, I wish I had gone. I was trying to get my master's at Clark.
Yeah, I looked into Clark for that, and it's expensive.
Oh, child, but in the summertime, it'd be 50% off.
Really?
Yeah, so you can get your degree for half price during the summer.
I'm gonna look into that.
3 minutes, okay. So let's see. So, what was one of your first acting gigs, and you were like, oh shit, I done made it. Like,
oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I did a showcase at UNI. It was like a poetry slam.
Okay.
That was my first stage performance, and it was like, you take all these poems, and I forget the terminology they use, but you take all these poems and you collab, you cut, and you paste, and it tells a story. Like, it was about feminism, woman slander, body shaming. It was very good. I wish I knew exactly what it was so I can look into it, and I could do it myself, like create a show myself. So we did that showcase, and it was really good. Like, I was kind of nervous, but I delivered my part. I was like, okay, I can do this. Like, yeah, all right. And I loved it, and I was like, yeah,
okay. And what about your very first paid gig?
Very first pay. Actually, I did Nashville, the show Nashville in Nashville. And I was like, oh, pay actor now. And I'm like, okay, that was my first paid gig. And I was like, okay, I am a professional now. I got a paycheck for this. Like, it wasn't much. It was like $60. But I was like, and you can see me on TV. That was the first time I seen myself on TV. Yeah, so I was standing right next to one of the Connie, I forgot her last name.
Yeah, but I know
you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, so she was on there, and you could see me right next to another supporting actress. And I was like, oh shoot, like I look good on TV, okay? Because you never know. You never know. Like, oh, okay, I look good on TV. I can do this. This is really me. You know, I get to flashing all over social media. And it was cool.
Okay. Well, I remember my first acting being seen on a major show too, and it was by accident. I worked at Variety
For
in
real.
LA, and Entourage was filming that. And it was the episode where Johnny Drama comes to confront the Variety editor about the bad write-up. And like people to this day, sometimes like my old coworkers, they would be like, "Hey, weren't you on Entourage?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, with my hair looking so up." It was the day before I was going to the hairstylist, and I was like, "Oh God!" So I know that feeling. All right, y'all, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back after these messages. I'm Miss Sophia the Diva. This is my guest, Nisha the actress. You're listening to BFAM 109.6, a Diva Disturbed. That's my song right there. I used to jam there all the time.
Porn star.
Yes, honey.
What's the biggest difference between Atlanta and Indiana? Where were you in Indiana first of all?
Very close to Chicago.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Home of the Jackson 5.
Gary, Indiana.
Yeah.
If you ain't in the hood, there ain't nothing else to do.
That's all it is.
There ain't nothing to do up there. I went there.
Go to Chicago.
I mean, you're not in Indiana.
I have family.
I mean, that's the closest thing we have.
I have family that lives in East Chicago, Indiana.
Yeah. I got
So what was the biggest change other than lots of shit to do, obviously? What was your biggest change living in Indiana, Gary, living here?
A big city.
Yeah.
More cars, more freeways, all these connecting, Smyrna, Atlanta, East Atlanta, West Atlanta, North Atlanta.
People.
Yeah, and the people it's a mixture
everywhere.
of people. People from New York, Florida, Texas. Like, I didn't have all that. Like, it's
Have you been to New York?
No, I never been.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people from New York though. I want to go.
Yeah, New York is like Atlanta, but busier. I mean, Atlanta's a melting pot now.
Yeah.
Been here 28 years, and it's just different.
Yeah, and it's different from when I first moved here a couple of years ago to now, and it's like seeing them build I remember when they was building the stadium, and now they have the stadium and all these type of things. It's just crazy. Yeah.
I remember when they built the stadium for the Olympics.
Really?
The one that GSU used.
Well, it's crazy. It has changed. I used to come party in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Freaknik.
I never came to Freaknik. I'm just going to say that right now.
I'm
26. I heard about it.
Nah, you hear about Freaknik ain't the same.
Yeah, I know.
It didn't
I
matter what color
heard.
you were, if you were of the age to drink. Freaknik was.
I never made it to Freaknik. I never made it to Kappa Beach Party. I never. What?
Like you haven't been a Freaknik.
That ain't my
You ain't got
issue.
that job.
Because when I used to come,
God to survive.
you know what? When I used to come to Atlanta, though, that there was these dudes. I must have a scent on me. It was like, hey, we used to leave them like 5 or 6 phone numbers and shit. Now I can't get nobody to follow them, stalking me in the grocery store.
I
guess I must not be.
Show everybody your nails. Somebody has to see your nails. She said no.
They look
So
good from afar, is what she said.
Yeah.
Now she's gonna say now needs to be keeping at it the whole night.
Don't look at my nails; they look horrible. But that's okay. Next week we gonna have Dana Denise on here. She gonna help us with our nails.
Yes,
Thursday.
I definitely need my nails done.
Thursday's Cat.
Cat's coming on your show.
Thursday.
Cat can help y'all with y'all's makeup.
And she's not bringing
Larry,
She's
Gucci.
not bringing. Now, if you're a guy and you do eyebrows, I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna say the coolest name, Gucci LeBron.
The brown.
He did my makeup. You probably.
He don't suck. He does not
He's
suck.
damn
He's not.
good.
He is.
He's
It's just weird because he's a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a man's man until he starts talking. And he says, "Hey man, look at these bulls. Look at these bull horns. Watch this. You see that? Perfect. Right there.
He's a great pitch man.
Oh no, he is. He's
They
all
were
man.
they were married and it didn't work out, but business wise they better together.
I got more about that. More money.
Well, I read something
Roof
about
theory.
that part too, and that's why I was like, I'm good.
I got it first hand. Roof theory.
All right. All right, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Miss Sophia the Diva, and we are back here for more A Diva Disturbed here on BFAM 109.6 with Nisha, the actress. And honey, if you see how animated she is to be living in the big city of Atlanta, coming from Gary, Indiana, I forgot to note that at the top. Yes, honey, she used to live at the home of the Jackson 5. As a matter of fact, you know, she their little cousin that they don't know about.
Yeah, I be telling people Michael Jackson is my cousin.
You know, that's their cousin. They left behind in Garrett.
Yeah.
Joe said, "Pack on car, and leave them." That's what
It
happened.
runs in the family.
So either way, so we talked a little bit about her education background. And the reason why we want to delve a little bit into that is because in addition to being an actress and also a beauty maven, which we're also going to talk about, Nisha also offers acting coaching. She can coach you to be a better you if you're interested in acting. Oh Lord, did y'all see that? I'm okay. I'm okay. Capsizing over here. Okay. No, but Nisha, let's talk about how did you get into coaching? You know, what made you say, you know what, hey, I can help others be just as great?
Because nobody helped me. You know, nobody taught me anything. I just really went into it blindsided and just was expecting. You know, I was expecting something good out of it. So I try to do my due diligence and teach people. You know, if you're serious, I will help you.
Okay.
You know, and also one of my professors from TSU told me, like, if you don't know it, you can't teach it. So I feel like if I can teach it, I'm going to always be grounded. I'm going to always have a foundation. And I'm going to always be fresh.
Okay.
So that's how I feel about that. Yeah, nobody helped me. And it's like, well, coming from where I'm from, it was like, I want to do acting. Nobody ever knew how to act a fool, you know, like a little, you know. But nobody taught me anything. So if I could do that and like help people believe in themselves and chase a bigger dream, then that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. I think that's very commendable. I might have to look you up.
Thank you.
Because I've really been considering getting into it more so than what I have been. Just because it's something I've always wanted to do, but like I tell people, I played it safe.
Yeah.
You know, my family, we are a family where everyone pretty much has a degree, although they all went to HBCUs. I was like, I know what it's like to be Black. I don't need to go. And in hindsight, I wish I'd gone and went to Clark Atlanta, but I didn't go. So either way, I tried to finish my counseling degree at Clark Atlanta, but they wouldn't let me be great, you know, because y'all messed up my financial aid. I love y'all.
Like
now I will donate, you know, once I make it, you know, be it a lawyer or still account, because I guess I'm be at Georgia State next. Anyway, hey sis, y'all say hi to my adopted sister, as I like to say. I was in the 5th grade. Her and her twin were in the 6th grade when we met. We go all the way back that far. Hey, Kalandra. Or is your husband call you, Monique? What's up? So either way, in addition, so you got your cosmetology license, which is not unusual, y'all, because my bonus mama, Sarah, she also got hers, you know, while she was in high school. These are certain programs that are kind of being scaled back, I think, in a lot of schools. But if you're fortunate enough, you could get your licensing while in high school. Did you make money in college doing hair too?
I did.
She got her hustle. Remember when we used to be in the dorm room and folk would be doing each other hair?
That's how we were.
She was legit licensed.
Yeah.
And she was probably like, that'd be $25. How much were you charge?
Low balling, but we was in college. I'm doing sew-in for about 70, if that, you know.
That's good, because baby, my sew-ins, I remember one time I paid $900 for a sew-in that lasted about 6 weeks, because my hair, when I have sew-ins, my hair grows and like the weave and starts like, okay, we gotta take it back. We gotta take this off. Hey Danielle, how are you? So tell me about what you said. You had a choice between studying theater in high school or doing beauty. Why beauty? or hair?
Because I knew it would be a good hustle. I knew it would be something to fall back on. I knew it would be something that I can use and utilize as far as in stage. I always want to be a celebrity hairstylist too. So that's a funny story. I feel like, oh, okay, I can do hair while I try to be actress, or I can use hair to start doing hair for movies, and then who knows, that'll be a step in the right direction for me. I might meet somebody who needs me on set, and then they also still live that. Like, okay, I can do so and so hair for a music video. They put me in a video, or they put me in a film. So I always felt like that was a stepping stool and a great tool to use. And it was something, because I don't like to work for people. Everybody know that. So it was good to like make my own money and buy my own rules and still chase my dreams. So I really don't have that. If I was to quit my job right now, I would fall back on it. I still do hair, actually. I do a lot of stuff. So it's always something to fall back on for me.
So what all do you do then? She coaches, she does hair. Okay, now what else you do?
Write. I try to write a lot more. Do poetry. I've directed. Me and my friends are also working on our own original stuff. I am writing a script about my life, just being in Atlanta, dream chasing. I think that's about it. Do a little bit of costuming. I don't make clothes. Let me clear it up. I don't make clothes. But like I could draw a little bit for like costumes and stuff and put stuff together. I'm good at like non-period pieces, like the Victorian age and stuff like that. So yeah, I kind of want to dibble and dabble, and I also want to actually make them. I know how to edit a little bit, but I also eventually want to pick up a camera and shoot. I didn't used to think like that, but now I do.
Okay. I did my first production recently.
How was
it? I learned a lot,
Yeah.
from being behind the camera, and I think honestly, that's all I've ever wanted to do. But mine was more on the business end of doing things like helping you all with y'all's legal documentation and making sure that everything is, copacetic, because we don't want nobody to get sued. If you get hurt, you don't want to get sued and not be able to pay. Okay. So yeah, but it was fun. I learned a lot, as far as casting and getting behind, hiring the right people to get done what we need to get done. So I can't wait to see the finished product. So I will be seeing that. I'm still on the email. You just don't talk to me no more. Let's see. So let's get into the question of let's talk about your beauty real quick. Okay. So where can we find you if we want to get our hair done? Because did you do this hair color?
Oh yes.
Did y'all? I'm sorry, I did not bring my light, but this lighting in here is not doing the hair color justice. Oh my God, it is fabulous. Like I would wear that color, but y'all know Diva show with the purple hair, so it is.
Yeah, I had purple too.
Yeah, I can't do that now because they're making me go back to corporate again. I'm not ready. Okay, I'm sorry. It's not about me. Anyway, where can we find you to go get our hair done?
I'm in Marietta. Y'all can follow my Instagram. I got a hair page and a performance page. The hair page is Shia, SHIA, Styles, STYLES. I'm also running a special too, $65 crochet locks, braids, twists.
Okay, crochet, locks, y'all hear that? And twist. All right, I'm trying to pull it up here. So Shia Styles.
Yes, I own one.
Okay. But it's on Instagram. Okay. Okay, so let me lock that in so that way when I go back and edit my stuff, I'll have it. Okay, so if y'all want to get y'all's hair did here at the ATL, y'all better go down there and get y'all hair did because I love it. I'm for real. I love it. I don't want nobody to see this travesty going on underneath. I got cut off. Somebody's paid for me to get my hair done. I got cut off. Don't do it, David. My producer is terrible. Okay. So, you know what? Okay, so now that we kind of are out, is there anything else you want to share with my audience about let's ask who inspires you as an artist, as an actress?
First I always been Tyler Perry since like 2009, before anyone liked him, before he was doing actually his Dyer Mad Black Woman. I love the stage plays. I don't know, something, again, his story, sleeping in the car, being homeless. And Taraji too. She said she was pregnant in college. She didn't know if she was going to make it. She flew to California with $700. And a lot of people don't know, like, I've had my ups and downs too. And it was like, man, like, it's really a price to pay for your dream. So those two people alone, Tyler Perry and Taraji, those have been two of my go-to success stories. And Steve Harvey, more of the past 2 years, some of his speeches and stuff, how he did the comedy show for $50. And that was like the best $50 he had made in his life. He was broke, he was poor and stuff, and he just really worked to gain his own. He just wanted something that nobody could take away from him. And a lot of the people that inspired me, Tyler Perry, Taraji, Viola, those people, they wanted something that nobody could take away, and they got that. So
you just have to be willing to go for the gusto, and because one of my things is life short, go for the gusto. All right, well, we got to pay some bills real quick, but we'll be back. I'm Miss Sophia the Diva. This is Nisha the actress. We're here on BFAM 109.6 on my show, Buttercups, a Diva Disturbed. Hey, this is the song right here. Y'all want me to do it? Nigga. Better grab a seat, grab on your dick, get deep. Deeper than the pussy of a big 6 feet, stiff dick, still sweet in this little petite.
Oh,
y'all know I know my little Kim now because I'm a nasty girl. You nasty. Hey, I know about that. Yes, who you loving, who you want to be hugging, dipping on your Ninja Honda with Tanisha and Rhonda. That's Lil Kim and Mary J. Blige right there. I love the black Lil Kim. I do. Yeah. I do. I don't know what this Asian lady is, where she came from. Wait a minute, Danielle said, ma'am. Danielle, girl, I get Danielle and I go way back since. She do look like a Korean lady that sell wigs. She do. Her and Diddy's ex.
Diddy's ex is Asian. I'll give you that.
But she's not Asian. She's Hilton. What's her name? Hilton. She's the little light skinned one's mama. He's cute too. He's the really cute child of Diddy. He looked like his mama more so than Diddy. Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, we go back since junior high, honey. Since the days of Edison Science Academy in West Dallas. Yes, at one point, Diva wanted to be a doctor. I don't think any of us ended up going into anything other than say, let's see, because I went to law magnet. I did finish law school. I did graduate. I'm just not a licensed practicing attorney. We're going to change that in 2020. Amen. Georgia, I'm coming for you. What?
Wait.
I'm still going to do it. I just have to, y'all pray for me and my credit. Okay, that's what's holding me back. Although one of my little friends, he said he could hook my credit up. So we're going to see.
Is he over here next to 3 doors down?
Oh, hell no.
Okay. No. Is he going to hook something up for you? They going to be your credit.
One of my little people said he could hook my credit up. Hey, Mr. Jackson. Okay, anyway. Yes, Edison Science Academy. Thomas Alva Edison Science Academy. My brother actually went to the same junior high I did, and my brother and I are 9 years apart. Yes.
Really? You went to the same junior college?
Junior high. But he ended up going to Science and Engineering Magnet, and I went to Law Magnet High School in Dallas. All right. DJ. Jamie Foxx is so underrated when it comes to his music.
He's a worker.
He is good. Hey, what's up, everybody? We are back. Hey, Mr. Jamie Foxx, I still love you, boo, even though you don't like my color, but okay. I love me some Jamie Foxx, honey. He can sing to me all night long. Okay, either way, we're back on the Diva Disturbed on BFAM 109.6 with Nisha the actress. The question of the night is, can you forgive your murderer of your loved one? Okay, can you forgive them? Can you hug them? without choking them or putting them in a bear hug or a sleeper hold. I'm just asking for the people. Y'all need to call in and comment down below. Let me tell you right now, somebody was going to get choked the fuck out. That's all I know. You kill my brother or my sister or my other little brother, I will fuck you up. Okay. And Jada, James, CJ, y'all better handle up. Okay. Tanya, you too, girl. You my big sister. Okay. Either way, I'm just saying, Paul, you too, you ain't watching, but you know you adopted by the family. Either way, David don't know what to do with me and my craziness and my random rant.
You just sell your family member out, say you adopted, it's okay, we're still gonna kick your ass.
He's not formally adopted. He's like a
You gotta
close.
protect him still though, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, that's what I'm saying.
Probably
Paul
like push him
too.
up to the
Like
side.
I will fuck somebody up about my Paul. Okay. Paulie, as I call him. He lives in Hong Kong. That's why I went to Hong Kong for my 40th birthday and had
See, he's probably cool for your family.
so much fun. He's always been there for me.
How do you feel about family members? Like somebody kills
Yeah,
your
that's what I was
family?
about to
It's
transition
just
to.
a serious thing.
It's serious, you know.
Yeah, no matter how much I don't like them.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, it's very serious.
Yeah, don't do
I
that.
don't even like my sister. If you touch her,
Yeah, I mean it's just par for the course. That blood connection will never go away. I'm just saying, but I don't think that I could. I get why the actions of his family were that way, because the Buddhists have a saying where I forgot exactly how it goes, but it's like holding on to hate and resentment is like drinking poison yourself or something to that effect. So that's why I think that they did it, but I honestly would not have hugged them. If anything, I would have been like, Jesus, I'm praying right now that you help me to let go of this bitterness, and I ain't hugging her, Jesus. Okay,
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. I wouldn't be able to do it either. But the judge, again, I will say, was out of line, out of order. You're at work. You're not at church at the fellowship line hugging people and greeting them. Judge Kemp, that was wrong, girl. I'm not sure what the Bar Association could do, or even, I don't remember. If somebody's watching that is in Dallas, because most of my people are in Dallas, do y'all know, are judges elected in Dallas or appointed? I don't remember. I think they're elected, but if they elect, y'all go ahead and vote her on out. She got to go. Hey, Doran, who's the guest? The guest tonight is Nisha, the actress. She's one of my friends that I've made since I've been here. We worked on Diary of a Ready Woman monologues. Who was your character? I forgot.
I was Amber. I was Amber G.
Who was that? What happened?
Somebody, those keys. I had the keys.
Oh, you were the domestic violence
uh-huh.
survivor. Okay, because you got shot. Okay.
Yep.
Your character got shot. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Y'all leave these crazy Negroes alone. When they show you who they are, believe them. Okay. If you feel uncomfortable, run, girl. Doran, what's going on tonight, honey? I thank you for being on tonight. I hope you still watching. I hope I didn't miss your comment, because I'm over here working 2 screens. Ain't nobody on
Judges in Texas are terms of 6 years. There's 1 chief justice and 2 to 12 additional justices per statewide county. So they are elected positions.
Okay, so yeah, y'all go ahead and vote Judge Kemp out. Plus, she endorsed by the Police Association anyway, so she get a side eye from me. Let me see what else we want to talk about. Okay, so Nisha, Lake Point Church in Texas paid off millions of dollars in medical bills for their parishioners. Ain't God good? Amen. So see, y'all always up here dragging churches for hoarding money. Y'all really should just attack the Catholic Church. They are notorious for it. I'm sorry. They really are. I mean, they got more money than God, I think, at some point,
Yeah.
But shout out to let me see who this pastor is. Who pastor is? Who goes to this church? Because it ain't Lakewood, it's Lake Point. That's Joe Austin's church, Lakewood. Now y'all be talking about Joe Austin, but he be giving his word away for free every day. He has encouraged me this past week. Okay. Shout out to Joel and Victoria. They'll be here Friday night here in Atlanta, by the way. Thousands of families in Texas have received a potentially life-changing letter recently that announced their medical debt had been paid in full, all in the courtesy of Lake Point Church in Dallas. So Harrington told the news station that because of many donations from churchgoers, which totaled 12,000 members throughout multiple campuses, Lake Point was able to pay nearly $2.7 million in medical debt for nearly 2,400 families in Rockwall and Dallas counties. You know what? It don't cost nothing to be nice, but if you got money, please be kind and share.
Right.
Okay? Please. Also, speaking of sharing is caring. These trifling ass white folk in Iowa didn't want to share with this black baby they were fostering or had adopted. Okay. This story came out in August, but it started circulating this past week, and I want to talk about it real quick. Iowa couple who starved and abused their black adopted children get this, 2 years probation.
Wow.
No jail time after a guilty plea. The couple, Kenny Fry and wife Kelly Fry, their name is appropriate, they should fry for this shit, pleaded guilty to 2 counts of child endangerment and aggravated misdemeanor. The Des Moines Register reported they previously pled not guilty to felony charges in the case. Boy, look at them. I'll be glad when we get some equipment here where I can show y'all this bullshit. You should see they look like meth heads. That's probably what. The couple originally faced charges of child endangerment causing bodily injury and neglect or abandonment of a dependent person after doctors determined their 2 adopted kids, a 10-year-old girl and an 11-year-old boy from Ghana, were severely malnourished.
Wow.
The pair had adopted the sibling years earlier only to subject them to starvation, emotional abuse, and unsanitary living conditions inside their Ocello home. But they won't face jail time. So the children were removed from the residence. It was found that they were forced to use a plastic bucket as a toilet. They were dared to leave their rooms. The kids said an alarm would sound and they'd be disciplined with physical exercise, including squats and push-ups. Mm-hmm. In addition to being served oatmeal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, the brother and sister shared a bedroom furnished with nothing but a small plastic mat, a throw blanket, and a single shelf on the wall. So y'all, what was the point of you adopting these children? The adoption, number one, had to be expensive as all get out.
Who let them be adopters?
And who let them adopt? You know, were y'all like part of some missionary? That's not Christ-like or God-like. Did you get these children thinking they were gonna be little slaves or something? You thought you were trying to create the new slave trade again, the Atlantic slave. I'm confused as to why you would adopt somebody, which takes, number one, a lot of time, money, and stress, and then you just starve them near about to death. So I hope they find good homes for those children. If I was doing better, I would offer, my home. But me and Miss Pumpkin ain't got no room at the end. Okay, I'm just gonna say, y'all know Miss Pumpkin, my Shih Tzu. She don't like people that. Well, if you a man, she might like it. Okay. Hey, Dora wants to know how the comedy show is going. I have not been doing comedy, but tomorrow I will be back on stage again. And what is the Strand? Is that it in Marietta Square? I'll be back at the Strand at their open mic tomorrow night, doing some more jokes I wrote. I also was inspired. My old comedy coach, David Arnold, did a live, which he rarely does, on Facebook. And I kind of was like, you know what? That's something I'm really good at. And I want to thank all of you who actually support me, because there are times when I want to quit, honestly, dude. For instance, David's like, I know. But honestly, like the other day, I took my time. I always said, y'all love my power commentary, apparently, on Twitter. Thank you, Twitter, for somebody made me feel so much better about my life. He was like, I've been waiting on your comments all day. I was like, okay, so I must be doing something right. So thank you guys. By the way, we will be doing Power tonight. After my show wraps, I'm going to go home and we're going to do Power Live. I didn't get to do it Sunday. Y'all, Zyrtec D is not your friend. Okay, have you ever taken that?
No.
Girl, first of all, if you live in Georgia, now that's the other thing about Georgia. Allergies are bad here for us. Now, y'all know I used to live in Dallas, but then I moved to, Dallas is home. I moved to LA, I didn't have these kind of problems in LA. Y'all, my eczema flaring, my
Mhm.
nose stay clogged all the time. I wake up and shout out to my neighbor upstairs who like to smoke in the house. I'm gonna need for you to stop because you also caused me to wake up with a clogged nose and I can't breathe. My dog can't breathe either. You disrupting our sleep. Okay, I'm just saying it right now. Okay, I don't know if you know who I am. If you're watching, y'all know one night I was swiping on Tinder and my neighbor, my very next door neighbor came up. And now I feel like they know my business. He probably showed his brother. He's like, saying, ain't that the girl that live next door? Yeah, she's a comedian. She be talking about our ass. Yes, I do. But I'm talking about the ones upstairs. I don't know. And by the way, dude, people live below you. Why is it that you walk so hard? Dude, it's like 5, 4, 4 miles for the blood of an Englishman. And I'm just like, why the hell are you walking that hard? Plus, I think it's 2 dudes that live up there. And I think one of them just be at home. Okay, I could be wrong. But I'm like, if you at home all day, you ain't got shit to do. Why are you walking that much? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why are you walking that goddamn hard? Either way, we'll be back. It's going to be time for me to beg one more time. I am Miss Sophia the Diva. This is Nisha the actress. She here now guest co-hosting on the Diva Disturb on BFAM 109.6. We got a few more topics to talk about too. All right. This is a song. I love this video. I still want their pajamas.
I want to get in there pajamas.
Oh, you know what? I can't with you.
One at a time.
Well,
Kelly first.
You only got 2.
No, Kelly first.
Chili.
Kelly.
Chili.
Kelly.
It's Chili and T-Boz.
Her name's Kelly.
No, Kelly's in Destiny's Child.
I want that one.
No, she married with a baby.
Hey, that's all.
Bradley Walker said he's thinking about checking out Georgia. Feel free, come on down, Bradley. Come on down.
Plenty of work down there.
There's plenty of work for actors. You know, I'm trying to go down there to Tyler Perry.
If you want to work. If you don't want to work at Hustler,
if they don't hire me down to the Tyler Perry studio, Mr. Tyler Perry, please hire me. I could be your assistant. I don't need to be in front of the camera.
Tyler wants to see you face to face. Face to face. He's not going to get you.
I hope he sees me one day out and about.
Well, you have to be there.
No, I hope he sees me one day out and about. But I'm never out. I'm never out anymore, y'all, by the way. I keep telling y'all that I never go out. And that's why, you know. But God is on the move. All right. And I got to go back to the workhouse at the end of the month, apparently. Y'all was supposed to help
Not for different. Don't take this the wrong way to change. You single.
Yeah.
You swipe right or swipe left. You do that kind of stuff.
No.
Could you imagine if you were in your apartment
Mm-hmm.
and you're swiping right and you recognize your neighbor?
That would be super awesome.
Oh my God. I remember she called me. She goes, "Dave, I was just swiping right. I just met my neighbor." I'm like, "You met your neighbor? You came over?" He goes, "No, he's on Tinder." And I'm like, "It's so
embarrassed.
So weird."
That was so weird.
Yeah, you walk out and you're like walking pumpkin. He's like, "No, girl, I swiped left on her."
And you know what? It's always like a big transformation because y'all don't know. I'll be going out looking straight busted and disgusted when I have on my dog walking uniform.
So different depending on what you do with your hair.
Well, no, I don't have any hair on. You know, I have on a scarf. I have my hair tied down with a scarf. I usually wear a t-shirt, no bra. Because the sports bra and the sweating, you know, when walking in this humidity, I just can't. Yes.
Ain't you worried about them going left and right when you get older?
No, I usually wear a bra, but not when I walk the dog.
Well, they say before you don't wear your bra, there's a chance you got to go left and right.
Well, I have no complaint.
I'm not complaining. I'm backing out.
They perky.
Oh, I'm definitely backing out now.
They're so perky.
Time to go. Must be time to
Don't forget, y'all, it is
speaking of perkiness, today's time.
It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, ladies. Get that smash and grab done if you're over 40 or if you feel something freaky in the titties. Okay.
I offer a free top smash.
My producer has offered to also provide free hands-on examination.
Yeah, it's a free top smash. If I feel anything, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Sing it, Neo.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Sophia the Diva, along here with Nisha the actress. And y'all know that song. That's my new song. When I have to beg y'all, ask y'all for money, because I ain't got none. Sister Bride dropped my ass as an adjunct professor. Either way, y'all, on a serious note, this will be my last month here at BFAM 109.6 if I do not get a sponsor, or if you all do not help me make $200 this month before the November deadline. That's all I'm saying. If you care enough to give the very best, you can always Cash App. Do you see somebody ran off as soon as I started asking money? See, that's how they do. That's how they do. So either way, be sure to give, hey, better yet, what, Cash App me $5. That's what you do. Just Cash App me $5 at Diva 1977. I am $195 short of my goal. Okay, somebody gave $5 on the air the other night. So just go on and give, what you can. All right, amen. God will bless you for helping the Diva out. Okay, but hey, DJ Payroll, can I get $5 in my Cash App? Diva 1977. I'm gonna lose my show. I don't want to lose my show. Otherwise, I'm gonna be doing it in the living room. But I don't want to invite people over to my house. It is not guest friendly right now. I look like I am living in poverty. Okay, I'm just saying, honey, ain't nothing up in there. Diva 1977. The little dollar sign in Diva 1977. Anyway, I'm done. If y'all care, it's fine. If you don't, because I'm gonna make it either way with or without your assistance or help. Okay, because God got me. Okay, but meanwhile, God can also get you too. You give me $5 in the Cash App. That's all I'm saying. Okay, God will bless you. Hallelujah. Want it? Plus, I need I need help paying my cell phone bill this week because I can't pay my cell phone either. I'm telling y'all. She needs. What's your Cash App?
Yeah.
She's the SHIASTYLES.
Okay, y'all got that? She is style.
She is SHIASTYLES.
We also share with the guests too. We want them. Everybody got to list them in. But meanwhile, if y'all want to help me out, If not, that's fine. But I think I've got an idea. So I'm gonna probably execute it this week, and it does include me doing some shameful things, but that's okay.
Amen.
I'm just gonna have to do it. I just gotta do it. They say when the answer night at Pink Pony. Okay.
I mean, we got a sponsor over at Fanny's Cabaret. I can get you on the stage. It's not a problem.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to.
I'm not asking you to do that.
I might have to go down there and do some. Do they have good wings? If they got good wings, it might be worth it. Well, I guess I'll be in Magic City or somewhere. Then I don't.
Magic City.
Do y'all want me?
That's where strippers go to die.
Who is Tisha Campbell?
Tisha Campbell.
DJ Payroll. Why you? Tisha Campbell. What about her? Something happened to her? Well, I hope not. I know she got that lung disease, that autoimmune disease called sarcoidosis. Any relationship? What relationship? Am I in a relationship? I'm not in a relationship. I'm alone. As a matter of fact, if I stand outside right now and say, I need a man, it'd be like, you're going to be alone. Okay.
Nothing happened to her. She had her divorce.
Oh, Gina. What? DJ,
I look like you.
Oh, he's saying that you look like Tisha Campbell. Okay, I got you. The girl next to you. This is Nisha, the actress. Okay, she says thank you, but she don't look like her.
Totally agree.
I also look like Phyllis Hyman. If he wants to, are you related to Tisha Campbell? No, she's not related to Tisha Campbell either. She's more so. She might be related to the Jacksons because she's from Gary, Indiana. Okay,
that's more like a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. Okay, y'all. Black people, we got another one. I love when we are the first at so many things, but what I do not like is that this black man has brought shame to black people everywhere. Nisha, girl, we thought that the Grim Sleeper was the first major black serial killer that had been killing for years. Baby, this man named Samuel Lewis down here, of course he in Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida, The inmate claims to have killed more than 90 women across the country. This is more than Ted Bundy. You know, Ted Bundy was killing across the country too. Bloodlust, man, I tell you, it's real.
He knows what they all are too.
He is now considered to be the most prolific serial killer in U.S. history. The FBI says he's been behind bars since 2012. He told investigators last year that he was responsible for about 90 killings nationwide between 1970 and 2005. In a news release on Sunday, the FBI announced that the federal crime analysts believe that all of his confessions are credible, and officials have been able to verify 50. Just the fact that there are 50 alone. And what he was doing, he was targeting people that were marginalized by society, you know, ones that's been missing, runaways, drug addicts, prostitutes.
Wow.
You know, and that's what the Grim Sleeper did. Little is now 79 years old, okay? He is serving multiple life sentences in California. He says he strangled his 93 victims, nearly all of them women. The FBI provided 30 drawings of some of his victims, color portraits that were drawn by Little himself in prison, mostly Black women. The agency has also provided videos taken during the prison interviews with Little. He described how he spoke about a woman he strangled in 1993 and how he rolled her down a slope on a desolate road.
Wow.
New Orleans, she was pretty light-skinned, honey brown skin, he said, with a small smile. She was a tall woman, beautiful shape, and friendly. So you killed her for being friendly and beautiful. Listen, let me stop. Let me stop because I was about to say something. On the
He deserves one.
nigga, please. Okay. Just one.
Yeah. Did you see the one where he drew one and they went and found it right where he said it was? I think it was the one that he said he pushed down the hill in Texas.
That's just.
And it was like in the 90s, and they went back and they found the girls and names there.
Wow.
50 out of 93 confirmed. I think he's 93.
I do too. Yeah. And of course, he probably,
At 80 years old, he remembers all
and
that
he
shit.
can draw these people. That's what's scary. Y'all just never know. You just never know. Y'all know I watch the ID channel. And it's my favorite show on there is called Evil Lives Here. And when you hear these people talk about having family, like they never suspected that their dad, and sometimes even the mama, but see, women like to use poison more so than they do like to shoot, stab, or kill, strangle somebody. Women like to use poison. There's also like Deadly Women. I like that one too, because they talk about that too. But y'all, I thought the Grim Sleeper was the #1 Black serial killer, but this man, Samuel Little, thank God he behind bars, because even at 80, you know, some of them old men still be strong. But on a more positive note,
I think he needs a nickname.
Didn't they give him a nickname?
I did not see a nickname.
I don't know, what could we call him? The Hillside Strangler? I mean, no, that's all right.
You gotta have a cooler name than Grim Sleeper.
Well, the Grim Sleeper is New York. I mean, it's California.
That's a cool name.
That's California. Because what it was, I forgot what his name is, but thanks to DNA, how they found him after all those years was his son got arrested. And when they tested his DNA, he came up in the system and they knew it wasn't him that had done it, but someone related to him, an uncle or brother, somebody. And that's how, and it was easy for the Grim Sleeper to get away with it because he used to work. First of all, he was a mechanic for the police department.
Wow.
And before that, he was a garbage man for the city. So he knew how to dump bodies and what time they would go to the landfill, and nobody would ever find these women again. Okay. Yeah. Mac Page, you ain't out here. No, sure. I love you, Mac. You know,
you better not mess with Mac now.
You know what, Mac is a guard. He's a trash collector. Let's see. Cunningham body was paired by Hunter. Yeah, so they found quite a few people. So he was going across country just killing folk. Oh Lord.
Because they were pretty.
Because they were pretty and he could do it. Oh my God. That's terrible. Okay, so let's see who else. Chick-fil-A saves the day. No, ain't no McDonald's employee gonna do this. This young man, he must be an Eagle Scout or something, because he told a nice lady he's gonna get her phone out the storm drain. A Chick-fil-A employee who was off the clock did not hesitate to help a customer having a bad day. Earlier this week, Shauna Hall visited the fast food restaurant in Stafford, Virginia, and as she was getting her son out the car, accidentally dropped her iPhone into a storm drain. I hope it wasn't that girl. Them things expensive. In a Facebook post by Hall, she recounts the very trying series of events. You know what, young man? Maybe you should join the fire department. They could use somebody like you. You know, although I do like the deliciousness of Chick-fil-A, I ain't gonna lie. Okay. And I would never get stale fries from Chick-fil-A. And they always get my order right. You know, nasty ass Diet Coke either. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm having flashbacks from the other night. By the way, y'all, we didn't get to talk about this last week, but it's on the list. Claws will end after the 4th season. I'm sorry. I know y'all all devastated by this news. There are certain shows I still never understood how they survived more than 4 seasons. Yeah. But Claws, I don't know. I guess maybe they ain't know where to go but out. But I enjoyed the show. I'm gonna watch this most recent season because I binge watch. This is one I binge watch. I don't watch it during this regular season. I just binge watch it on Hulu afterwards. Thank you, Hulu, for still only charging me $4.95 for my thing because Netflix trying to get my ass again. But thank you to my friend who also splits the cost every month with me. Praise God. Best friends. That's what they're for. Also, real quick, we're going to talk about sports and religion. NFL finds Saints Demario Davis $7,000 for wearing a Man of God headband. This disturbs Diva, and let me tell you why it disturbs me. If he had church at night, would it make a difference? I'm just asking. Man of God could be his brand. It could be a brand that he's selling. Like a lot of these people have t-shirts now that say God is dope, which I still want to get me a t-shirt. But they fined him $7,000. What y'all think about that? I mean, I'm not here for it.
And you have to wear a uniform to work, right?
Right.
If they tell you the uniform has to have one of these logos on it.
Did they tell you that?
I mean, they want you to wear one of the brands that supports the NFL. So if you want to write whatever he had on his headband, put Nike switch next to your fine. You're going to work. You have to wear a uniform.
Oh, it says Davis was fined because the headband violated the personal message rule under uniform violations based on photos. It was not the first time Davis wore the headband. So they and here's another thing, when you allow things to go and you don't say anything, you have given up your right to even enforce that rule. It's a rule in contracts law called waiver.
That's why it's like the first time they didn't tell it, do it. The second time they did fine.
So I'm sorry, y'all NFL, you should have said when you saw it the first time, because they said it's not the first time he's done this, y'all should have said something then. Yeah, so I don't know. So Nisha, we coming to a close on the show. Let's talk about, you have a stage play coming out, any other projects? We are going to be posting people, all of her social media. If you live here in Atlanta or coming to Atlanta, want to get your hair done, get you a nice color. Nisha can hook you up if you need help with your acting. Nisha's the girl. But let's talk about this stage play you're in real quick.
Yes, it is called Torn. It goes up November 8th, 9th, 10th in Griffin, Georgia. Tickets are $25, and it's basically about a woman. She has a rough upbringing, and she's fighting a lot, and it's actually based on a true story. And she overcomes a lot with her kids, different men she had dated, being like, kind of like verbally abused and shamed by different individuals. But she becomes a great success story and somebody she didn't even know she could become. So it's just a really good message and very positive. And it's a very good show.
Where's that again?
Griffin, Georgia. Mm-hmm.
Or where?
It is at the...
Where do you get tickets?
It's called, I'll have her post the link. It's called, and I'm probably going to say it wrong, Annie, it's ANNONY. Mm-hmm.
November 8th to the 10th.
Mm-hmm. And I believe it's at the Opera
All right, now we working, and if anyone's watching that needs to cast somebody, call Misha. Okay, if you need a lady.
Yeah. The website is www.anonyevents.com.
All right. Well, we definitely want to thank our guests for stopping by tonight and hanging out with the Diva. Wonderful young lady. I want her to do great things. We will be posting her social media, but you can share where we can find you on Instagram, Facebook, if you have Twitter, or whatever you want to share for social media.
Okay, Instagram is Neshia the Actress, NESHIATHE, Actress, ACTRESS. And the same goes for Facebook as well. And the hair page again is Shia, SHIA STYLES, Shia Styles.
All right. And next week on the Diva Disturb, we will be featuring another entrepreneur who's also in the business industry. This is a Clark Atlanta grad. She has a degree in accounting, but she decided to get her degree, but also pursue her dreams of doing nails, and she's damn good at it too. Okay. Dana Denise, we will welcome her next week. And then the following week, we will have Zarion Newbill, who is a transgender woman. Once was a man, transitioned to a woman. So if you have questions regarding that, y'all need to send those questions out to me now, because I know a lot of people have questions about, what's that all about? I know a lot of us have questions. It's not to offend. We just want to be educated. Okay. That's all I've got. I've been Miss Sophia the Diva. Thank you again to my geese.
What's up, geese?
To my guest, Nisha the Actress, Stacey, Nicole, Doran. Thank y'all for joining me, Breland, and everyone else who joined here on A Diva Disturb on BFAM 109.6. See you all next week. Good night.
The one question